fucking probably just wanted to sink the fucking ship.
Oh, Mikey back! Be back!
What is it? You know I'm a fucking night owl.
I want it in.
I want it out.
I want it in.
Because I live rent-free in his head. See, he's a pathetic loser. He's always been a loser.
I could beat the Devils with Jenks and Mikey back.
What's up, boys?
No, Frank, you will not be eulogizing the Knicks today. I'm going to open and address what happened last night, being a lifelong Knicks fan. For those that have been Knicks fans for a long time, if there's one thing we know how to do, it's how to just get kicked right in the face and just take it, and you still love the team. In my mind, what happened last night was absolutely insane. Credit to the Pacers, 23 points in 3 minutes and 14 seconds. They literally, it was like NBA Jam, just red hot. The Knicks had a couple turnovers, but they also scored a couple baskets. Like the Pacers just did not miss. And then Halliburton hit that crazy shot. They win the game. Bottom line for the Knicks, this is a moment where you can actually become a championship level team by responding to the adversity. Come out in game 2, dominate the game, win the game, tie up the series, go back to Indiana, get a split, and all of a sudden it's game 5 back at the Garden and we're back where we started. It's not that hard to do. It's not that crazy of a thought. So for every Knicks fan that's waking up feeling totally demoralized and saying the season's definitely over and there's no way to recover from something like this, let me remind you something. When the ball is tipped up in game 2, when those guys break their first sweat, they're not going to be thinking about game 1. And I do think the Knicks have a very solid roster. I think they have mental fortitude. I think they're physically tough. And I think back to the Mavericks in 2011. I know it was only the first round, but the Brandon Roy game in game 4, when he went bananas and the Blazers absolutely shouldn't have won that game. They set like an NBA record back then to come back and win. It was a different league, obviously. The Mavs seemed like they were dead and they weren't even really title contenders. They came back. They won that series. They beat Kobe. They went on. They beat Durant, Harden, Westbrook, LeBron, Wade, Bosh. Dirk was a champion. I know Dirk was a big guy and Brunson's a little guy. They both have similar styles of offense at the end of games with their fadeaways and the way they manipulate defenders, despite their lack of athleticism. Knicks fans, it sucks. Do the Men in Black button. Never look at the highlights. Ignore everything today. The season goes on. The series goes on. We still have Brunson. We can still win. That's all I got to say about it.
Okay. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns is a dog. I love Karl Anthony Towns. Just watching him play is so fun to watch. Up 9 with 54 seconds left is tough to lose the game that way. Tyrese Halliburton, though, I mean, outside of being a Knicks fan, if you watch him play, it is insane the way he had the first quarter. He had 2 points, and then he just started the second quarter. He went off. He scored 9 in a row almost.
He also makes great passes. He is a
great passes.
He's a great player. I am getting very annoyed by him and doing all that shit, but that's great for sports. That's what fucking sports is about. And also for anybody that gave Knicks fans shit about celebrating for the games we win, last night is the exact example of sports. That's why you celebrate the wins, because most of the time you get fucking kicked in the face. So you got to enjoy the wins.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. I feel like when you guys started doing that shit with what was it? The first time against the Hawks, right? That's when the partying started on 7th Avenue. It was
basically post-COVID, but you could also just argue the Knicks hadn't been in the playoffs for so goddamn long.
It was basically like the fuck Trae Young tour, and then it turned into like Knicks anytime they win a playoff game. Let's just go nuts on 7th Avenue.
Yeah, well, we like to have fun.
I love it. No, I love it. I'm not hating against it. I love it. I just think it's crazy. I do love it though.
Apparently there were fans chanting Knicks in 4 with like 3 minutes left in the game on 7th Avenue.
Tight. Well, that's what I was gonna say too. Is like the last 3 minutes. I don't know what the Knicks were doing. Like it looked like Towns was just trying to get the game over with.
Frank said it. Frank and I always say this.
I have a saying. In this.
Yeah, go ahead, Frank.
When you sit on a lead,
You shit on a lead.
you shit on a lead.
And
And the
that's
Knicks shit on that lead, and series is over. I think the next time we'll be streaming. We're not going to stream game 2. We're not going to stream game 3. It's going to be a funeral stream for a sweep.
wow. This is just Flamentia.
All right. Well, listen, I'm going to have to just put my foot down here. Frank, anytime cameras are rolling, of course, you can say anything you want about the Knicks. When the cameras aren't rolling and we're alone, if you start talking about the Knicks like this, see ya, buddy. I'm going to be like a fucking zoom right out of wherever the fuck we are. Just running. You're going to see a fucking a dot. Just FYI.
I'm just surprised because the last 3
It's just
minutes.
what I feel.
It's not a good answer. Not a good answer, Frank. Not a good answer.
Maybe it's a good thing I don't have any passion for the NBA. Because if I did, I'd probably still be on the floor in the
How about
gambling
that
cave.
for your friend?
I feel for you. I do.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I just
No. Just end it there.
That's it, Frank. Just stop right
You
there.
nailed it,
You're
bro.
good.
You nailed it. You nailed it.
You landed the plane. You don't need to take off again.
Yeah, we can hit the agenda.
Good.
but I think this is the major thing we had to talk about.
All right, what else you got, Frank? So you think it's going to be a sweep? So what do you think's going to happen in game 2? You think the Knicks are just shook now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You really think Jalen Brunson's going to come out and shit the bed? You think he can't mentally recover from this?
I think that Jalen Brunson might be okay, but I think we're going to see just absolute shit from Karl Anthony Towns and everyone else the rest of the way. I think the Pacers are going to shoot the lights out, and it's just going to be humiliating. And you're going to have Reggie Miller in your ear every 5 seconds.
It's annoying having someone in your ear every 5 seconds.
By the way, guess who's a Pacer fan? Buster Only.
I've heard that. I've heard rumbles that he was. There we go. King of the North said that. Buster Only was a Pacers fan.
Mikey, what's your take on the rest of the series?
Okay, so let me get back to my point really quick. The last 3 minutes were crazy, and it's also crazier that it's like that was Tibbs coaching. Like Tibbs is the guy that is known for playing down to the final minute, so I know he has to be fuming. I feel like Tibbs is a coach that will get the guys back on the right track, and I'm just a Tibbs homer. So like anything, I think that Carlisle's a great coach. Tibbs is a good coach. Tibbs is good enough to get his team to bounce back and win at least 1 or 2. I also think that the Knicks could still win the series. I'm not saying that because I have a $50 bet to win $2,000 for the Knicks and Timberwolves to make the finals. But yeah, I think the Knicks still got it, and I think the Timberwolves still got it too. So
Do you actually think the Knicks can win it? I
think the Knicks could win it. Well, actually, no. If the Timberwolves make it, the Knicks aren't winning. If the Thunder make it, the Knicks are winning because I think that Anthony Edwards has that Michael Jordan in him where he's not going to lose a final anytime he gets there, he's going to win. That's what I honestly think. I think Anthony Edwards has that fucking dog in him that will not let anybody get in his way and will win. Once he's at the finals, he will win a finals. But he's just got to get there first.
Frank, what if the Knicks come out in game 2 like gangbusters, play really well, and win the game?
I just think it's all dead.
No, but what if that happens?
Then maybe they win game 2. Then game 3, game 4, they'll get annihilated.
Annihilated.
Oh man!
You think the Fieldhouse is a scary place to play, Frank?
I just think that the Pacers have a voodoo over the Knicks, and that they could go back in time, kidnap Michael Jordan, and the Pacers have Yinka Darway, and Yinka Darway will turn into fucking John Stockton and lead the world in assist with Dwayne Shinsis, and win a game that bounces off with a ball that bounces off the referee's head for a game-winning shot. That's just what the Pacers always do.
You made
Knicks
so many
have a
references.
new purse on the Knicks.
Oh man, Frank,
Frank, do you have
50.
schizophrenia?
Because that's
Do you have schizophrenia?
no, I don't think this is
These
close
are
to
clear. Everything that you just said has
Undiagnosed.
schizophrenia. I'm just want to put it out there, Frank. Oh, let me fix that. Hold on.
I don't think that's called schizophrenia. I think it's called
Come
something
on,
else.
Mikey, get the tech. Oh, Mikey.
Oh no! What do we? There we go. Don't want to move it again. There we go. Yeah, Frank, you have schizophrenia. That's
Well,
crazy.
yesterday he was just consistently, absolutely miserably relentless about the Mets.
There's two kinds of people.
Mikey, he walked in, I said, good morning. And and I said it loudly because I could just see how grumpy and angry he already was. So I was like, all right, I'm going to try to force positivity on him. And he stopped, which he normally would just ignore a good morning and sit down. But he stopped, looked at me and goes, it's not a good morning. And then that set the tone, and he was just a menace the entire day. But sorry, what were you saying, Mikey?
What was I saying? I don't remember.
Stop interrupting you. That's my fault.
No, it's okay. I guess we go on to the Mets, Frank. They won 5-1 yesterday. You wouldn't have known if you looked at Frank's tweets. But Frank, you have just been on a spiral. I wanted to play a couple clips here, just show you some thoughts about Juan Soto before we get into it.
Mega bust.
Well, you're pulling that up, Mikey. Mikey and I woke up, I don't know, it's been multiple days with like 25 text messages from Frank. Frank is just, it's man yelling at the clouds, but just ripping the Mets apart, all kinds of crazy theories.
All right, here we go.
And because I do think this is like a lot of the reports I've seen are from Yankees kind of biased media.
Tommy Smokes.
Michael K. Well, it's like Tommy Smokes, John Boy, Michael K.
Yeah.
Are the ones, pushing this story forward. Michael K. said people in the know say Juan Soto wanted to be a Yankee. He chose the Yankees, but his family wanted him to be a Met, so he chose the Mets.
This feels like Cope from the Yankees.
But the private jet one,
what was that?
He's taking private jets instead of traveling with the team.
Good for him.
Frank, they're trying to cope.
Can't be common.
Jeff Passan denounced this.
Oh,
okay.
So that was from John Boy, that one.
Okay.
So that all right.
I'm thinking he might have taken a private jet at some point for some specific reason.
Like there could be a series in the middle of summer where he's bringing his family.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, I'll just hop on with them. But
Or
yeah, there's no way he's taking a private jet for every. That's just a waste of money.
Or he's got like a family event that he has to make it back for. So he takes a slightly earlier flight. This is big time cope by Yankees fans, and I get it. You're not used to losing out on the big fish, and especially not losing out on a big fish that goes just right across town. So listen, you gotta get through it somehow. So if you just want to tell yourself stories, that's fine.
Yeah,
deal with it.
But Mets fans, memes. You tell us Mets fans aren't happy with him either.
Oh, why is he hitting 150? That's
no,
what Frank said.
He doesn't look happy. He didn't run first base against the Yankees.
That's the thing. It's like there's one play where he didn't run as hard as he possibly could to first base, and now
Frank, you're being cited on national.
on the team for however many years, so it doesn't matter. You never met.
Guess what memes? He's awesome at baseball.
I got a bad take that I'm going to say out loud. If someone paid me $700 million to play baseball, I would sometimes not run to first base because I would probably just be distracted and be like, shit, why am I running to first base? I have $700 million. That was an out.
That's the thing is like if you reach that point where you get that massive contract, you won.
Yeah, right.
You won.
Be hard to get motivated. I'll just be totally honest. That's human nature.
You're 1-0 lifetime.
Right.
And you're going to retire with that record.
Like, imagine striking out with a $700 million contract. Can you be that bummed?
No.
I don't think.
But have you seen his projected numbers for his 15 years as a Met?
Tell me about the projected numbers.
.050 average. This is in the whole 15 years. 34 home runs, 120 RBIs, and 2,087 double plays.
Wow.
2,000. Would that be a record?
Was this baseball reference that came up with this?
This was Frank the Tank Fleming.
Oh, okay.
Love that, Frank.
Well, that is going to be what his numbers are.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep.
So,
he says that a double play a day makes the sunshine brighter.
Whoever bats before him has got to be having the best career ever in hits. You might be setting the hit record, Frank. I think that it's both, and I feel like Frank, he just needs a little bit to warm up. I mean, he's shown signs.
He's not showing signs.
Yeah, he has.
He went hitless in Boston.
Frank, you're just gaslighting. The Mets are like almost 10 games over 500. They're off to.
I think they are 10 games over 500.
And all you're doing is looking for all the negatives. And I'm over here with a fucking hole in my chest. And you just want to bitch about the fucking Mets who are fucking way over 500. I mean, McGill had a great game yesterday. Give some of the guys credit that played well. For the love of God.
Oh, yesterday wasn't. McGill was okay yesterday. It was Brazelbon.
There you go. Yeah, he played well. And Soto will be fine.
Yeah, let's not forget. Also, I wanted to play the clip.
I mean, Pete Alonso's gone like Sub-Zero. I mean, there's cold and there's Sub-Zero. He's fucking Sub-Zero. I mean, that's what they call him, the fucking polar bear. I mean, good God, this guy looked like he was on the way for an MVP season. And the last 10 days, I think he's got like one hit. He hasn't hit a homer in in like 16 days.
Here, Frank, let's show the listeners how it sounds on an edited podcast.
Offense from the Mets, and one guy who has seen enough is your guy, Frank the Tank.
All right, this is getting ridiculous. The Mets bats are absolutely comatose, led by that comatose mother Starling Farte. I mean, Jeff McFeeble. I mean, you knew Pete Alonso was going to cool down, but my God, did he have to become the goddamn polar bear and not get a hit to save his goddamn life? And Juan Soto, he ain't got no clutch. He's got as much clutch as the Maple Leafs.
Really got all the bases there, Fleming.
What about the Maple Leafs getting hit with the ricochet?
Yeah, what about him?
You did it. You're acting like we all saw, witnessed something.
I mean, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Yeah, I hate to say it.
Frank, get in the middle of the screen. You're doing your half.
Yeah, we love seeing your fucking memorabilia, but Frank, please.
I hate to say this.
No, you don't.
I think the Knicks are the NBA's version of the Maple Leafs.
I hate that you said that, Frank.
Frank, we're gonna have some fucking problems. You might be a Jersey day, buddy, and if you come here, I might go to Jersey. So it might just inherently.
Here's the thing.
I'm not kidding, Fleming. I'm calling you Fleming right now. I am really, really, really getting close to that point where you're gonna meet somebody you haven't met before, and you're not gonna like them.
I think this is the thing too. This is Jenk's like first time that
Frank. That's one yesterday.
Frank is trashing on your team. I've done it with the Bears. Frank does it to everybody.
I'm a Knicks fan, kind of.
Frank is a troll.
You've been supportive, but you're not a fan. You haven't been watching closely, or like you don't care.
I
will say, I think I've watched the most Knicks basketball this year. I will say that.
That's probably true.
Yeah. I think I've watched basketball.
I think I've
actually I watched the first 20 games, Mikey, so I don't know.
I think it's
probably watched way more.
I think it's and it goes to why I go in and out of the NBA too.
Why?
I think it's mainly because I've never really seen my team win.
Well,
I've seen just so many heartbreaking losses.
I'm a Knicks fan, so I've never seen.
I'm a Bulls fan post Michael Jordan
in other sports, so yeah.
Well, I've bounced around other teams, so this is like over.
Jersey, the Nets leaving New Jersey is a good reason. But
it's my tiny violin playing the
and
just keep comparing the Knicks to the fucking Maple Leafs. One.
I
wonder if your computer accidentally fell and broke. I don't know. We'll have to check.
I think my apathy. Oh no, I'm actually just addressing my apathy. I'm not even attacking the Knicks.
Calling them the Maple Leafs is attacking the Knicks, Frank. You are such a troll.
It's not even attacking. It's just don't.
What does Frank do when anytime the Bears get brought up? He goes, he's a fucking troll. But you can't talk bad about his sports team. The moment you start trolling the Mets, it's hey, take it easy. But he gets a sniff of the Chicago Bulls and the play-in again. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Frank, I'm on to you. You're a troll.
What do I do wrong about the Bears? It's your fight song.
Oh,
You actually got you there, Mikey. That was a
fucking troll, dude.
Since Hail to the Redskins is dead, it's the best sports fight song there is, if you ask me.
Checkmate response.
I guess you're right, Frank. I guess you're right.
It's a great fight song.
I don't know how you get us to cave so quick, Frank. You're an insane person, but I guess you're right.
It's called Stockholm syndrome, Mikey.
That is Stockholm.
I will say this. I do feel like, and I want the Knicks to win. I'm rooting for the Knicks. I'm a casual, whatever you want to call, fan. It's just I don't have I have so much like there has to be a spot where I just don't have the energy.
Psychosis? You have all your psychosis on the Mets. Yeah.
Really care about the NBA anymore.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
So
you've always been very honest.
I want, and that was a crushing loss. I will say that. So crushing. If I actually was as passionate about the Knicks as I am about the Mets or the Devils. In fact, I remember the Devils losing a game like this. And I walked, and I was actually at the Prudential Center when it happened. And I walked out of the Prudential Center in like a haze.
I had a free ticket last night that I passed on to be at the stream, which was probably a good thing.
Best idea, yeah.
And as I'm walking out, I'm like in a haze. Then I see fucking silent Bob on the elevator, and I just like nodded at him.
Sounds like a dream.
This is like 6 years before New Jersey Transit like rant, so nobody knows who the fuck I am. So
it's a court clerk, Frank.
Yeah.
Were you motherfucking? Were you like breaking glasses and shit?
I was walking out in a haze.
Do you wish there was a time you can go back to that, Frank, where it was just the court clerk days and you could walk down 42nd Avenue with no problems without taking a picture?
No.
Okay, just asking.
He loves
anyways.
Did you see him with the cops yesterday, Mikey?
Oh, yeah. I saw also K-Mo's story of you just fucking patrolling him through. Like paparazzi.
Frank, look, it's a bunch of your people. Frank, you're on a show right now. What are you doing? If you were in a movie, Scorsese would fucking scream at you.
Yeah. Hold on, Scorsese. Let me just put this packet in.
It's like, yeah, you're making packages on the side in the middle of the fucking show.
He's literally just trying to hide it from you, Jenks. That's all he's trying to do is hide the popping in the salt packets.
No, it's not salt.
What are you doing?
I'm moving my sticky pads and just organizing my desk a little bit.
What a perfect time to do
he's
that.
Like cleaning his room. He's literally cleaning his room. That's what he's doing.
I got home last night. I was so fucking tired.
Yeah, I walked all the way from 7th Avenue to like 2nd Avenue, like you said, Frank, basically in a haze, and then eventually got a lift.
It took forever to get an Uber.
Yeah,
and then the tunnel. I got home around 1 o'clock yesterday.
Jenks, I will say you need to stay positive with. I know Frank is Frank, but you need to stay positive with it. You have to trust in Tibbs. You have to. Yeah, you all like. I think the Knicks fans and the Knicks team have to just recognize that a lot of these games with the Pacers have been very repetitive. A lot of like the series with the Cavs, up big, lost, up big, ended up beating. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they have these comebacks. Tibbs is a guy.
Why is Frank laughing?
I am actually laughing because I'm reading the chat.
Oh, okay. All right. Tibbs is a guy that usually that last 3 minutes doesn't happen. That's why I was so like, holy shit, that it won't happen to the Knicks because it will happen to the Cavs because they have a different coach. It happened to the Knicks. Tibbs will fix it. I don't see that happening again. And if it does, I'll probably get clipped and the Curb Your Enthusiasm music will play, and I'm fucked. So
Friday we'll see what happens. That's all I can say about that.
So do we have any more Mets woes talk, Frank?
That's all I can say about that.
No, but it's, you know what it is? It's the time that all fans really love. Standings Board update time.
And for anyone wondering about my well-being, I think the way Frank skipped over the topic.
Yeah, let's
no,
go.
Mikey, that was perfect. That was literally perfect. That it speaks for itself.
What did I do?
No, nothing. Standings boards. Let's go.
Standings boards.
Well, we can do the well-being after that. I didn't see that.
Okay, yeah, sounds good, Frank. All right.
Well, just had a natural transition. Okay, we're starting in the American League East, where we got God's team, the Yankees. You know, America's team. That if you betray them, they'll ruin you. Then you got the Blue Jays in second, the Red Sox hanging firm in third, the Rays in fourth, and what the fuck happened to the Baltimore Orioles? What the fuck happened to the Baltimore Orioles? They might lose 100 fucking games. We got the Tigers, best team in the American League, in first, followed by the Twins, who have been red hot, followed by the Royals. We got the Guardians slipping into fourth, and then we got the White Sox. They're the White Sox. We got the Mariners on top, the Astros, followed by the Angels, who have been playing. The Rangers are still there. We got the Angels playing better, so they're now over here, and the Angels have actually a 6-game winning streak. And then we got the Don't Call Us Sacramento. We used to play in Oakland. Maybe one day we'll play in Vegas, but basically we're fucking homeless and sleeping on the couch. Athletics. All right, then we got the National League, where the Mets are no longer in first. We'll never see first place again. Never, ever.
Ever, ever.
We got the Braves in third, hard charging coming up. We got the National.
Mikey, that's a great idea.
They're also playing well. Then we got the Marlins in last, naturally. We got the Cubs still riding in first. We got the Cardinals. I cannot believe how good the Cardinals are this year. We got the Reds now in third as the Brewers are slipping in the standings a little bit. And, the Pirates have settled in their home down at the bottom of the National League Central. Okay, we got the Dodgers in first. The Giants are suddenly in second, as the Padres are kind of struggling a little bit. The Diamondbacks are in fourth, and, if there is a room to actually drop the standings about 9,000 feet, that's where you'll find the Colorado Rockies. I mean, my God, 8-41? 8-41! And, of course, they'll probably speak the Mets. And, here's your standings board update. Nice music touch.
Thanks, Frank. Appreciate that, man.
That was great.
So now that we know the standings, how's your well-being?
You're such a dick, Frank. God damn it.
Now that we know the standings.
Yeah, all right. Let me just lay into it, I guess, for JENKS well-being.
Oh no. Let's move on.
No,
I think you even said it right. It's allowed me to be Frank, not allowed me to be JENKS.
It's allowed. Yeah,
let's
but Frank.
No, please, Mikey. Let's go to New Jersey Transit. I don't have it.
All right. No mental talk for JENKS. Okay, we will do NJ Transit. Frank, the strike is over.
After they took a day off.
Monday. I mean, the fact that it got settled Sunday and they had to wait till Tuesday to restart the trains because they had to do a safety inspection. Meanwhile, Tuesday, 1 hour into New Jersey Transit, a train breaks down into the fucking tunnel. You can't make this shit up.
You can't.
You literally cannot make this shit up.
No.
The trains are falling apart.
If there's anybody, real quick, Frank, if there's anybody that can make it up, you can make it up.
Did you see the pictures I tweeted out yesterday?
Yeah, you
About Watson Station.
Yeah, of the
Where
walls,
the roof is caving in.
That was the
I
roof.
mean, well,
Yes.
just Mikey, remember Frank got sentenced yesterday, so not everything he sees online is necessarily accurate.
JENKS.
Fleming.
This
Might
is
be.
actual. I get the alerts because I have the New Jersey Transit app, and the ceiling falling. I took pictures on my own phone with it.
Oh, boots on the ground. Frank wins again. I'll go fuck myself. Go on.
That is my station there.
Oh, you like that one? Me go
It's
fuck
yours-
myself?
That's your station?
Yeah, well, if I feel well enough, I could walk there 45 minutes, or
Here's
I could
my
walk
pitch.
home from it
Here's
45
my
minutes.
pitch to you, Frank. You're making a lot of money in these cameos. Okay. If you can't beat them, join them, then beat them. Why don't you buy a stake, get some money, get some angel investors, see what you can do about NJ Transit, try to get your footprint in there, and then you start running things. You'll have Wi-Fi in the cars.
It's a state-owned company.
It might not be for long. Who knows? Might be privatized.
Well, is it going to be a fucking miracle and Jack Chillarelli's going to win? By the way, Jack Chillarelli
Yeah.
responded to my tweet.
Did he?
You know, he's.
You want to let people know who Jack Chittarelli is? Because I
What?
have no idea. Who is he?
Yeah, Frank.
He
not
was.
every-
Oh, Jack Chittarelli. You know,
He is.
Jackie.
He is the likely. He's got to win the primary, of course, but he's been endorsed by Donald Trump, and he was the nominee last time around, and he's probably the likely nominee this time around for governor in New Jersey for the Republican Party.
Oh, okay.
So he's like the biggest Republican in the state right now, probably the only one.
Okay. Good to know.
I mean,
It's wild for him to, openly be part of Tank's army, considering the wild accusations you've thrown at his opponent. Some would say, just
So
insane
true.
stuff.
What, you mean that Phil Murphy is a crook?
Well, yeah. I mean, I won't go into details. Some of the things he's done with Kathy that we've talked about on the walks.
But no, that's New York.
But you said they've done some of this stuff together.
Yeah, well, they're crooks. I mean, Phil Murphy during the pandemic said that nobody could have funerals, nobody could have weddings, but he arranged a wedding reception for his daughter and had Bruce Springsteen singing for him.
Frank, I think this comment is perfect. Have you ever seen the guy make the shrimp soup in the airport bathroom, in the airplane bathroom?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Let me show you guys this really quick. Frank, you should do a Tank Cooks like this. This would be amazing. Hold on, let me get this loaded.
Can't
up.
do that in New Jersey Transit.
I'm not a lib. I'm an independent. I don't align with any political.
Who called
party.
him a lib?
Ben. Someone else told me to eat the L. Murph. I am eating the L. Eating it like a salmon.
Let me show you, Frank. You need to do this on NJ Transit.
Frank, if you did a Tank Cooks on NJ Transit, that would be phenomenal.
It would blow up.
Phenomenal. The train would, right?
The train would blow up, yes. Well, actually, it would be delayed, and it would smell like shrimp, garlic, or chicken in this case for Frank because he can't eat shellfish.
There'd be fucking paprika everywhere.
That would be Frank's.
JENKS, it's a New Jersey Transit bathroom. There already is everything everywhere.
No, yeah, I think cook it out in the open. Cook it in front of the people. I could set up a table for you.
The New Jersey Transit trains never know the feeling of soap and water. These trains have not been cleaned since Ronald Reagan was president.
You don't wash your hands before you cook chicken, but okay.
You don't wash your hands after you touch chicken, Frank. When you touch chicken, you're not supposed to grab. I have so many clips of you just fucking. All right, we're gonna cut the chicken.
My parents never cleaned their hands.
He grabs the top of the spice and then just pours it out. He'll grab like a pot, a pan. He's got fucking salmonella all over his counters. Frank, you are.
I don't know Sal.
What about Manila? You know Manila?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I think he's a myth.
I'm 100% sure you've met him before, and then you blamed, oh man, I have a stomach flu or something. I don't know. It's salmonella, Frank. Your immune system is just too powerful to fucking get you to the hospital for it.
I don't remember you saying miffed. That was great. Miffed. It's a myth. It's a myth.
Frank's kitchen is a petri dish. Yes, I agree 1,000%.
He has strict rules at his apartment. He's actually very organized.
Frank is very tidy and very clean, but when it comes to tank cooks, you expect. I mean, any chef. You go to any chef. You want a clean kitchen for a chef. It's not going to be good food. I'll tell you that.
Frank, have you ever given yourself food poisoning? That is a good on topic question.
I don't think I have.
Well, that's good. It also might be good if you do get food poisoning into this next segment. Frank breaking 300. Frank, we're almost there. We gotta maybe a few months from now breaking 300. I say when you break 300, we throw a banger.
Yeah,
we pop bottles of
we rip boxes of cards.
We rip boxes of cards. We have
I'll get you so many goddamn motherfucking cards. I'll make your fucking head spin like fucking Buster Only.
Let's do it, Frank.
I'd love to make another trip to Tops.
Well, I'll go to when you hit 300, I will go around. We can go to card stores and Raw Dog on the way all week to celebrate.
Breaking 300 could be huge, Frank. I feel like
sounds like he's been working hard, Mikey, on diet, and that's been the hardest part. Frank, how are you feeling?
I might be I might be down a little bit this month, but
all right, let's go. And you still got a week.
Okay. I just gotta try.
When Frank says he might be down a little, that's a good sign. That's a good sign because he's hard on himself.
Yeah, you just got to keep trying, Frank, and you're doing great. It's just, yeah. I mean, I think like even if I'll put it this live.
I found out a new thing I had to try to like avoid and maybe not eat as much as I have been.
What? Salt?
And it's being more healthy-ish.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's
the turkey meals I get.
Okay.
Which is like a little bit of stuffing, turkey, mashed potatoes, and corn. And I think the stuffing raises my weight like a couple of pounds every time I eat it.
So I think go ahead.
So I gotta just avoid that. And now that grilling season's almost over, fuck with this fucking cold snap. It's
it'll be a week.
I gotta scale back how much stuffing I eat.
He also, when you made your Philly cheesesteak, you said you use like 1/3 of what you normally use on the cheese side. He used to have those press.
Oh no! Well, I still use the same amount of cheese, but truthfully, I never use that much cheese.
I think you use a lot less.
No, steak.
Oh, steak. Sorry, but that's what I'm saying. You're constantly cutting stuff out.
When I first started making these things, these are the old neighborhood shaved steak, chef. I don't know if you've ever seen that package. It's the best cheesesteak that you can buy at a store and make it at home. It makes steak taste like it's fucking fake meat, which it probably is, by the way. But you eat this old neighborhood shaved steak, and I would make 2 rolls worth of sandwiches, and eat both when I was at my heaviest. Then I started. I cut it down to a half, or I would have half now and then half. I'd freeze the other half and put it in the fridge.
That's a good idea, Frank.
This time, I broke it as best I can into a third here, a third here, and a third here. And that is what I did this time. As for the cheese, I never use that much cheese to begin with. I use maybe a little handful of
Yeah, I misunderstood that.
cheese.
Frank, the bigger point is that you got rid of the
Slices
pretzel
of,
rods.
cheese.
You used to eat like 20 pretzel rods a day. He's not even buying those anymore, Mikey. And I think that that's where Frank's getting it, where he's chipping away. He's not trying to do something crazy that he can't sustain.
That's all it is, though. One at a
But
time.
to fans, if for you guys that send him recipes, Frank has this, palate where he loves, meats. He loves really hearty food. He's not going to cook salads and bullshit like that. But please try to send him challenging, fun, but kind of healthy recipes if it's possible. Because I feel like that'll help, right, Frank? You cooked broiled chicken thighs the other week. That was great. Or the other day.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. And yeah,
I got what am I going to put out next week? I had to figure out what I'm putting out, but I have a steak pizziola.
That doesn't sound as good.
What does that mean? What is that?
It's basically steak covered in tomato, like the tomato sauce, but it's like homemade tomato sauce. It's like that. You have to peel tomatoes. You have to make that, spin that around, throw in some Parmesan and some like garlic, and that's steak pizziola.
Okay, nice. Oh yeah.
Shout out Murph, who started walking because of you, Frank.
Hey Murph.
Frank,
he's the one who actually had the comment that made me chuckle earlier.
Can you tell everyone what I taught you about Parmesan cheese?
Well, I always say Pecorino Romano is the real cheese, but it's made out of Parma, Italy.
Frank thought Parmesan cheese was only made in America.
Yeah, well, my grandmother told me that the real stuff is Pecorino Romano, and that Parmesan is fake Midigan cheese.
Mikey, he really didn't believe me. I explained to him I've been to Parma. It's I swear to God, man.
My grandmother used to call it Midigan cheese. And Midigan was her word for
also,
American.
don't buy Parmesan from Walmart. They use wood shavings and they mix it with the cheese. So don't do that.
I always buy the imported ones.
Good.
Also, yeah. Okay.
All right. Time for Ask the Tank.
We have a couple more things and then we're gonna get out of here. We have a little bit, Frank. There's a topic section right there if you want to take a look at it. The vibes, we already went through the vibes. We have a couple more clips I wanted to show. We do, because we showed it on the live stream, but some of the listeners might not have seen it, so we'll show it here. Mook can't sleep. He had a therapy session and wants us to do a therapy session. So I think that we're going to do it in a month, but let me.
Is that why Nikki called me the other day?
Nikki called you. I also have that too. We could show that. There's this new TikTok prank that's going on, and Frank fell for the prank. Here's that right now. 1 second.
Well, he just said hi.
Right, but it's like a prank. Like it's people call and wish their friends good night, and they record their reaction. So
this is exactly how Frank answers the phone too.
Yeah,
it is just classic Frank.
Hello. Hey Frank, what's going on, buddy?
Not much.
You just chilling?
Yep.
Look, I was just calling to tell you that I love you and I hope you have a good night.
Okay.
All right, Frank. Good night.
All right.
That is Frank the Tank. That's our guy. We love him to death. All right, and then
Love you, Frank. Okay.
I have this clip right here. We played it on the live stream on Sunday, but I'll play it here. So let's take a look.
Fleming Enterprises.
Oh, that would be perfect. They've been going through it. Actually,
that's the number one, I think.
Next time Frank and the team is in town, Kelly will be here. I will pay her rate every time. I will lose all of
Add Mikey, get the ad.
The all new Whoop.
Mikey, what are we doing?
Mikey,
Free ads? What is
Monitor your
this? Dumbass?
liquidate my
Not that fucking hard.
I'll take out a well.
What are you doing? We're gonna get our show canceled. Frank's gonna be kicked out of Barstool.
What are you talking about? These are
You're
YouTube.
showing an ad, Mikey.
They're YouTube ads. I what do you want me to do? I can't. It's not
Take
like
the screen off.
Frank, you think I fucking okay?
Screen off. That's what you do, Mikey.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ, Mikey.
I would, yeah.
Mikey Betts got some Ron Artest in him. I could see it.
Yeah.
Like
He
he does
does
have
Yo, it's Fringe TV saying,
I think he's
pay
got
for some fucking
sneaky, maybe
premium,
the-
Mikey.
Like I could be completely wrong, and I like him. This not me talking shit. I don't want this to be taken the wrong way, but I feel like he's got a loose cannon psycho in it.
That's
He's
what do you
got-
think Ron Artest in him means?
No, I know.
Yeah.
Like
He's got
I
he's
agree.
got like shark eyes. Like they're just black. And they're
Like,
just like they could
if
snap
you
on
just-
you.
yeah,
It's like-
exactly.
yeah.
Hey guys, I think there might be a reason why.
So there's that. All right, no free ads, I guess. I do have premium. This is the Barstool YouTube one I use. So
Shout out to the Gooners. So we'll have a real shrink with us.
yeah, it's a real therapist. And L Mikey. Yeah, so true. Fuck, I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, he wants to do a therapy session, so I think we're gonna do it on June 19th when you guys are in town, hopefully. So we'll see. So everyone stay tuned. That will be very fun. Mook can't sleep.
If you missed that episode, just watch this Succession episode when Logan Roy does therapy. That's exactly what it'll be. Thank you.
I love this one, dude. How dare you not control what ads they show? Yeah, I don't know what YouTube's gonna show.
Take the screen off.
Yeah.
Yeah, take the screen off.
I mean, Mikey, come on. You see an ad pop up, you take it down, and then when the thing comes out, you pop it on again.
I played like 5.
It's basic common sense.
Okay, Frank, I get it, dude. I get it. All right.
And then from Mr. Logical himself, Professor
Mr. Logical. Guy didn't know his password for 16 years until
Frank,
he
what
went
are your thoughts on the Leafs? It keeps coming up in the chat.
They are just, when it comes to choking, they are Van Gogh. They are Vincent Van Gogh when it comes to choking.
Why do you
They
say so?
are the master artists of all these centuries when it comes to choking. You got everyone else who's this mere dabblers. The Toronto Maple Leafs, masterpieces in absolute choking. I mean, they just brilliant. I mean, they had game 5 at home. They lost 6-0. They went actually to Florida, won game 6. Fans are excited, yeah, and then you lose at home 6-1 in game 7. Good night, everybody. Yeah, in the third quarter, all the fans became Leaf fans as they were leafing.
All right. Everybody drop your questions in the comments for Ask the Tank. It's coming up right before we do Ask the Tank, though. Start dropping your comments in there right before we do it, though. Mets live stream. Frank, when's the next one? So we all know.
I'm not sure. With the NBA, it's kind of a little tricky. But I'll see if I can do one next week. If not, after,
and he's going to the games this weekend, just so to be fair. That's why he's not live streaming this weekend.
Okay. All right. So maybe sometime next week. All right. Ask the Tank. Does Frank like Bruce Springsteen?
I think he's a fucking windbag. Very over fucking rated.
Hey, little girl, I'm a pedophile. I'm Bruce Springsteen. Yeah.
You know, and by the way, I think this actually pisses off Bruce Springsteen. Please stop playing Born in the USA like it's a patriotic pro-America song.
Yes.
Listen to the fucking lyrics, you fucking morons.
Yes.
It is a song ripping America. It's ripping the situation of Vietnam War and how vets were treated. It is not a rah-rah pro-America song. Listen to the fucking lyrics.
Frank, what is your Mount Rushmore of cheeses?
Cheddar. Mozzarella. Jesus Christ. Pecorino Romano.
Hardest thing we've asked you.
And
it's like personal.
I guess pepper jack. I'm not a big cheese guy. And one thing for sure, I hate, and I do absolutely hate American cheese sliced Kraft singles.
Yeah, nasty.
Yeah. Look at the videos of this. This stuff doesn't melt. You put like fire to it. It like drips. It does weird shit. That is not fucking cheese. That's fucking processed to motherfucking fuck. Tastes like the goddamn motherfucking plastic that it's fucking in.
Frank, did Soto get his private jet from the same place as Elizabeth Warren?
Probably.
Are the Cubs legit contenders? Are worried about pitching here?
The Central is basically not a good division, and yeah, because how bad the Central is, they should downright win the Central. If they don't win the Central, then maybe they should think about a new manager.
Frank, do you like Subway?
Subway's okay. I actually like it better than all the other things, and maybe the bread isn't the best bread, but for some reason, I love the smell of Subway bread cooking when you walk in the Subway.
Frank, who do you hate more, Rangers or Yankees?
Right now, the motherfucking Yankees with their fucking goddamn motherfucking toadies and the goddamn motherfucking media and the fucking suck-ass motherfucking... You know Busteroni's a fucking goddamn motherfucking Yankee, goddamn motherfucking sycophant like the motherfucker goddamn Michael K, who's got his head so fucking big. You know, Michael K literally reminds me of the announcer from Angels in the Outfield. He literally fucking does. I mean, the guy just is a absolute prick. Comes off like a prick. Acts like a fucking prick. I mean, good God.
Who is Frank's least favorite NCAA team?
USC.
Is waiting in line top 5 most frustrating things in the world?
Yes. Especially when the line doesn't fucking move. When the line doesn't fucking move, it really pisses me off.
Can Frank give Jenks a haircut when he reaches 300?
There's only one haircut I know how to do. Buzz cut. Buzz cut. Buzz cut.
Frank, would you want to give me a buzz cut?
Nah.
Frank, if you got a dog, what would his/her name be?
Homer.
Oh, fuck no.
Took him 5 minutes to answer the cheese question. Yeah, ready to go.
No. All right. Let me go to Ask the Tank on the profile here. How many hours of sleep does Frank usually get?
About 5.
Okay. What's one hot dog that wasn't necessarily the best, but you still think about?
Wasn't the best I still think about?
Yeah.
I think about the utter disappointment of when I went to the varsity in Atlanta.
This one's from DeFrisco. If his podcast was called Baseball, would Juan Soto watch it every time?
Yeah. I mean, his first 3 at bats yesterday, he struck out on 10 pitches and didn't even move the bat but once. I mean, the bat right down the middle of the plate. It was, in fact, the pitcher threw like a 90-mile-per-hour batting practice pitch that was right down the middle of the fucking plate, and he just went, should I swing?
Frank, who's your favorite player ever that's not a Met?
Craig Biggio.
Okay. What are your thoughts on Notre Dame and the USC rivalry possibly going away? Also, if there should be a 16-team playoff in the CFP going forward.
They shouldn't. No. They can't get rid of Notre Dame USC. That is a 100-year-old rivalry. And fuck the Trojans. Fuck them and their stupid fucking helmets and those stupid. Fuck USC. Fuck the goddamn University of Spoiled Motherfucking Children. Fuck them forever.
What's the first action you would take if you were named Mets general manager today?
I try to find a starting pitcher and another bat.
Do we have any plans for the National Card Show in Chicago? Updated plans? Yes, we do. We plan on being there with Gruden as well. One of the days, we just got to get everything situated, and we'll have an update maybe next week on it, and we'll figure it out. I think that's it for Ask the Tank, Frank.
All right.
A little bit. Yeah, we got here. We'll do one more.
And a couple other things.
Oh, by the way, DVJ.
See, this is what's really tricky, Mikey, is I can tell Frank's actually in a really good mood today, but it's predicated on my misery. So it's like, I feel like if I cheer up, then he might start complaining about the Mets. If I stay miserable, he's going to stay happy. So I'm in a mental wonder. Just so everybody knows, tomorrow's Frank Walks is one of the funniest episodes I've ever watched. I don't know, Frank, if you want to say who the guest is, but I go through and timestamp the parts that we're going to use for clips. So it's Nicky Clicky. And I'll say it's the hardest episode I've ever watched in terms of figuring out what's like appropriate to clip, because they go off the rails several times. It's very, very funny.
Yes, and Mikey the Menace made sure to leave everything in there, especially for the viewers. So make sure you guys tune in.
Have you ever seen a black and white tuxedo cat with a mustache?
Yeah.
I think I have. But I don't remember if it had a mustache. I just saw the black and white tuxedo cat.
All right. I think that's it for the comments. We're running out of time here. So make sure you guys tune in to Kate in the morning, or Kate and Friends, or Come, whatever you guys
And I actually kind of like South Park in Colorado. I think that was a pretty good hot dog spot.
Yep.
That's a good point. Thank you.
Love that. Love that. Yep. Make sure to check out Kate in the morning or Come. All right. See you guys next week.
See you next week.
See you next week.